Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm going to talk about the Xbox One X, Project Scorpio, and why I cancelled mine and sent it back. How many people today, guys, or yesterday, because ours was actually supposed to come yesterday, my friends did. How many people sent Project Scorpio back to Xbox, do you think? I would guess we are the only people who returned Project Scorpio. Xbox will probably know our name by now. I'd say we're the only people, and some other person out there who's ordered it has probably been very, very lucky because of us. Do you think it's daft to return it? But we're going to explain why, guys. We're going to go into a review of it and explain why we returned it. It was unopened because we'd had access to one before. But yeah, we sent the delivery driver packing when he knocked on the door, which we're sure somebody ended up very lucky, or will do tomorrow, and we're sure Xbox will know about it. And it's not a demonstration or anything, it's down to what we've seen and what has came about from Project Scorpio. So someone's lucky, guys. If you weren't getting Project Scorpio and you get one tomorrow, please make sure you let us know. Or if you know someone who wasn't getting Project Scorpio, they were on a standard Xbox list and they just happened to get Project Scorpio, let us know. Because have we done a dumb thing? Because even if we didn't want it, would it be worth loads of money? You'd probably stick it on eBay for what? I don't know what they're worth. Go away, Ron. We're talking, you lunatic. Too many crap about aliens going on in this world as it is. So yeah, what are they worth? 4, 5. You'd be talking about what, £200 profit now on eBay. So we should have probably just took that, shouldn't we? But yeah, we'll get right into why we've done it. And there's a special mode, isn't there? A featured mode. Let's get onto the featured mode, guys. Is it? Not that, is it? 1 minute, guys, bear with us and we'll just get right into Project Scorpio and explain everything we know and why we weren't happy with it. How do you get jobs? Job. That's not even going to work, is it? Bunker series? Try it, I don't know. Okay, guys, so yeah, Project Scorpio. Why did we return it? What's good about it? What's bad about it? Okay, so 4K gaming. Good? Yeah? Do you think so? How much have you done it? How much have you done it? How many of you have actually done 4K gaming? Because I'll tell you how good it is, guys. It's not really that good. If you're a PC gamer, or have been, then 4K gaming, you will bolt off like lightning as the nuts in the world, and it's not. That's just most PC gamers. They bolt off everything as the nuts in the world. And before you go ham here, guys, we have been a PC gamer. So anybody that's been a hardcore PC gamer, you know, you can't turn around and say, oh, you're just a console lover. So it's not working like that. So we have been a PC gamer. Where are we going? Bunkers. So oh no, we're not dealing with you, little boys. Okay, 1 minute, guys. We'll just deal with these. So yeah, anybody that's been a PC gamer knows, you know, they just go hardest on the specs and this, that and the other, and higher is better, and that is just not true. But we'll do something in the future about that. So before all you PC gamers come jumping on here, don't bother. It'll happen in the future. We'll have it in the future. For now, we're just going to stick to the Xbox and why we return Project Scorpio and why some lucky guy is going to receive it tomorrow. Probably the next day now, won't it? Because they'll have to get back to the game store. And then they'll phone Xbox and go, what the? Somebody's returned Project Scorpio before even opening it. And they'll be like, they could have sold it on eBay. Could we have sold it? How much would it went on eBay, guys? Seriously, probably about £200, £300 profit. same day cash pickup, so we should have probably done that, but no, it was a bit of a demonstration, I suppose. So yeah, why we returned it. Okay guys, so Project Scorpio, to us, 4K gaming, latest thing. Did we matter that it was a special edition to us, Project Scorpio? No, not really. It doesn't really matter. Why would it? Does it matter to a monetary gain? Of course, yeah. You know, it's the special edition. It's probably worth a lot more, would be, to sell on. But on a personal level, no. All it means is that you're getting one of the first systems, which is probably going to hold any hardware faults, if they are available. If they were inherent in the design, the initial design. So it's probably going to hold the hardware fault. Now we had the is it PS3? PS4. We had the PS4 on launch night, and unfortunately, you'll all know about that. It was an inherent design fault within that, which was the HDMI socket. Now, we were lucky we didn't have that, or we weren't stupid enough to smash our HDMI lead into the back of the console blindly. So we didn't have that problem. But most initial launch consoles had that problem, so there you go. Inherent design fault. Is that why we returned it? Of course not. We wouldn't have pre-ordered it if that was the reason we were going to return it. Why we returned it was after playing about with the friends, we noticed that there's huge major problems with the higher power system. Firstly, the home system. Now we've been beta using the interface for the Xbox One X and the Xbox One for a few months now, and we didn't think very much of it, because the one before that, the previous version, which was just a few months ago, was really good and worked really well, and really shows Sony up and PlayStation up for what they just don't do very well. They don't put a lot of money into the interface. They've not done for years, have they? So the interface design, it was getting a bit clunky, where you had to use the shoulder buttons and that, and move. You could just move up on the left menu and then flick across, but then they stopped that and you had to use the shoulder buttons once you moved up and things like that, and it just became annoying. Then the fact was, you have a 4K system and the home system, go away, Agent 14, we'll talk about you tomorrow. You had the 4K system, and then the home menu system, the whole interface wasn't even running in 4K, and it wasn't even running in 1080p. It was running in a low resolution, so it's like, what's the point? But wait, we're not against that totally, but it's a bit messy, but we're not against it because you're lowering your graphics power usage, and that's always good, and that's one of the main reasons why we returned it. So it was 4 times the power it was said to be than the average console at the moment, so the world's more powerful console, and yet even on launch day there wasn't the software there to show that 4 times more powerful. Now when we say show that, the 4K software, the games are just not there. They're just not there, so what's the point? But even if they were, guys, can you, or your eyes, break down a resolution of 4K at normal screen distance you should be using, which is not PC gamer, the screen 2 inches from your nose like an idiot, burning your eyes black like holes in the snow? It's more, you know, 8, 10, 12 foot for an average living room, even more probably, isn't it? 12 to 14 foot could be. And will you notice the difference between a screen? Well, we've seen many tests between a 720p screen and a 1080p screen, when 1080p became out, the latest fad and was the latest thing, and it was found that you cannot clearly decipher the difference between the 720 screen and the 1080p screen running 1080 quality and 720 at the average distance that you are supposed to be viewing at. And that means, you know, not putting your nose to the screen because it's a 50-inch screen, because if you just do that, yes, you will see the difference, but you also won't see the whole screen, so it's pointless. You need to set the distance you're watching at. So same with the 4K, you cannot discernibly see the difference unless you're sat on top of a PC monitor like an idiot. So if you've got a PC monitor, you might as well get a PC gaming system, and then again, you know, blow your 1000 watts out of the system and say, you know, I've changed the spec today on the settings and it's much better, you know. And if you want to get into all that, you're just not really into gaming, are you? You're more into settings. That's the problem with PC gaming. You become more fixated on the settings than actually gaming, and you get more time updating software and files and devices and everything else. Devices, is it devices? It's not drivers, updating drivers and everything else than doing anything else. That's the wonder of console gaming. You don't have to update the drivers and that. You just leave it to Sony and Microsoft, and they can worry about it for months, or the beta testers can playing about with it and leave the comments. So 4K, there we have it. It's not really that good at the standard distance. You've not got the software on launch. You will not have the software for a good while, a month or two. The unique titles coming out? Not really. Player No, that's coming out. Yeah, we're getting on the Xbox One, aren't we? So One S. So now my main problem and why Project Scorpio got returned, because after playing about with my friend's system, we started to notice a big thing that straight away you got the vents taken from the top, and that was a big no-no for me, because that is why I personally, not we, just me, there is a difference, and I know the difference. So I personally bought an Xbox. I was in a friend's house and I was amazed at how quiet it was, because I've got an upgraded PS4 system that I use just for gaming at home, and that it just gets ridiculous. It's like a hurricane. Ridiculous. No heating in the winter. It's more PlayStation on. There's free heating and a bit of gaming. But that's why I bought the Xbox. Now then they removed the vent from the top, and that vent was wonderful, because the main thing about Xbox and why it was...
Hey man! Grand Sonora Desert? That sounds boring, man. Oh shit! All you had to say was Doom Buggy. Hell yeah!
I'm back. If you're a PlayStation user and you don't know, Xbox, just standard Xbox, is absolutely amazingly quiet. If it's not, there's something wrong with it. As in, just you would not even know it's on. And that really shocked me compared to PS3 and PS4. And then I got the Xbox One S, started using that, and I was absolutely, there's a ticking from it, like a tick 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 dead low, but it's nothing like a PlayStation 4. It does not hype up and scream. Now some of my friends said, well, mine doesn't hype up and scream, but everybody's I've witnessed does get really hyper and really hot. Let me know in the comments, guys, if your PlayStation 4 does or doesn't. A lot of people say it's down to my upgraded drive system. I've got a hybrid system in the drive, and that is unique, and PlayStation don't like them, so possible, but no. PS3 always screamed, PS4 screamed. You know, I'm not having that it doesn't. If you think it doesn't, put it next to an Xbox One S or an Xbox even, you would be blown away by the difference. So what I noticed was straight away that the Xbox One X is not as quiet as it should be. The heat output got really not efficient, so it's deficient, really deficient compared to the Xbox One S. And then that came to it, we got the 4 times more powerful, and this is what came down to it for me, guys. It was the power usage. You had 4 times more power usage. Now all you PC gamers out there will know, and console game, you know, you'll see it clearly. When you get, it's been minimized a crazy amount on the Xbox One XS, no, One XS, on the Xbox One X. I'm getting confused what I'm talking about. So when you get the processor, it's been minimized to a crazy amount, which it has. Am I online? Yeah, I'm guessing he's up. So when you get a processor that's been tuned down to a crazy amount, you expect the power draw to go down. And the main thing, what all those PC gamers look for, us previous PC gamers, the main thing you look for is heat. So the power tuned down, we don't really worry about when we're going crazy with PC gaming. You don't really worry about it, but the heat you do. You expect with as the nanometers go down, the processor families come along, the new generations, you expect a heat reduction. The heat reduction, the power reduction did not come about with the Xbox One X And that was what made me say, you know what, just send it back to him, buddy. Thank you very much. Because I've got I don't do the PC gaming no more. That's a long time ago. Obviously I use PC for work, but that's not what we do this with. So the Xbox One X, I was thinking, what's the point? So we've not got the 4K gaming. Yes, there's going to be many enhanced games. Who cares? If I wanted an old game with blurry graphics and blocky on the 65-inch screen in front of me, you know, it's just not happening, is it? I'll buy the Nintendo. What's that Nintendo? The new system, the retro system. You know what I mean, guys. You'll buy a retro system. So I don't want to be playing the old games. You don't want to play new games. Battleground, PlayerUnknown's. Is it going to be in true 4K? No, it's probably going to be upscaled. And even if it is in 4K, am I going to tell the difference on the side of the living room or the bedroom where most of you game? No, you're not. Because if you're gaming in your bedroom and you've got a pretty small room, say 7 by 10, 10 by 10, or 10 by 10, wouldn't it? But say, yeah, 10 by 10 average. Say you've got a room like that. Regardless of your screen size, if you have a 60-inch screen, you're just an idiot. You're just not going to see the whole screen. You're going to be looking at a quarter of it or 2/3. So you'll have a standard screen. You're not going to notice the difference, guys. 4K 1080p, you're not going to notice the difference. What you will notice is it more crystally, more shine, more gleam to things. You'll notice that. You know, you'll notice the water effects would be more glimmering, but not by much. Not enough to warrant you blowing 500 quid, killing all your friends off, and we've not talked about that one yet, and then having to sell your old system with all your games and being gutted and losing all your saves. And then you go to the friends. So when we bought the PS4, guys, and a lot of people will, I was going to say will be able to validate this, but they won't actually, but they could do. We were on the PS3, and we were in big communities like most players. You know, you get into your game and you have your game choice, and you end up in a community of some kind, and usually you have all your friends playing it at a certain time, and you usually end up locked to one game. You have 10 games there, or you have 3 games, whatever it is for you, or you have 1 game, but you usually end up, you know, in a game setting and in a community, and all your friends are there and all your buddies. And then when we upgraded, we'd done the PS4 on launch night, and we put it under the bed for a year. For 1 whole year it sat under a bed. And the main reason for that was, guys, that when we got it and we went back online and, yo, lads, well, who's got the newest PS4? Let's get on it. Let's get it. Everyone's like, nah, I'm not getting that. And that's the way it's going to be the Xbox One X. All your friends are gone immediately. Yes, you might have 1 or 2 friends who have got it, but mainly all your friends are gone immediately. So you lose your friends. You've lost your game saves. You're waiting for a game. Everyone has to get into that game then at the same time. Obviously, we know what we're all waiting for on Xbox One X, which is what we'll get on Xbox One S, and that'll be Battlegrounds. Is it PlayerUnknown? And even that's not that good. It's a poor quality graphic game, isn't it? But just what everyone's into, and it's very popular. So yeah, it'll definitely be worth a try. So there's the main reasons, guys, why we sent the courier back with the Xbox One X. So what do you think, guys? Let us know in the comments. Do you think it was a good idea? Was it a bad move? Do you think the points we bring up are valid? Like, the design lost, what? It lost about 10%, 15% off the Xbox One S. But who cares? When the Xbox One S runs at about 50 watts when you're playing PlayerUnknown or Battlefield 1 or GTA 5, 50 watts you're using from the power draw. And when you're playing on the Xbox One X, it's using about 150, 180 watts at maximum, just to upscale the game, if it can upscale the game, if the game is on the enhanced list. And even if it is, come on, you're not getting the pixel guides. All you're getting is a clever computer engine. It's called remastering, isn't it? It's upscaling, but it's really remastering, where it adds in the bits and says this, that, X, Y, Z. So it doesn't look that good. We've seen some demos of some messed up upscale games where they've done the X Xbox 360 for the Xbox One X. So basically they've got a lot of Xbox 360 saying, yeah, we're doing all the old games look enhanced, and it's like, what the f did you do to that? That ain't enhanced. That's Minecraft, and it's not even Minecraft. It's Rayman. But yeah, we're not really feeling it, guys. It's not the moment either. There was a lot of hype, and I think the hype killed it. I think the hype killed the Xbox One X. They should have launched it 1 month after they gave up all the hype, and it just was week after week after week after week of delay. And oh, we said it's coming, but you know, pre-orders, you're gonna have to wait. And that, we think, killed it. But what do you think, guys? Have you all got your Xbox One X? Are you thinking, what the is he on about? Sat here on it, it's great, 4K, better than a 1080p. But if you're interested in that, you know, gaming and on the hackers, and that's the other problem, guys, hackers. PlayStation has always been, or since the PS3, since it used the ridiculous software operating system that everyone hated who coded for it, because it was just a nightmare. It was totally new, and that was to avoid standard Windows type operating systems and other operating systems, so to avoid hacking of any kind. And it worked with PS3 for many years. It was unhackable, unbreachable, till it became breachable, and now I think it's wide open basically, isn't it? But yeah, on the Xbox One X, it's partnered, a lot of the partnered with PC players, so you'll be playing PlayerUnknown's with a PC player. Now Sony have locked out of that, and they've said, like, we don't want to do that share play stuff. And crossplay, isn't it? And we can't, because do we want to be playing on Xbox One X or even Xbox One S with a player who's on PC? Not really, because number one, he's got what, a 4% advantage. They like to say a huge 30% advantage, but he got a 4% advantage with him being right next to the screen and the mouse in his hand, just because he's removing a tiny bit of lag. And then he's hardwired it in most of it on just like goes just Wi-Fi, but he's hardwired it, so he's getting another what, 1% advantage. But then you've got the thing of, when you're going the higher quality, a lot of people thinking it's console circles. I don't know about PC gaming circles. I think it's console circles that are very mixed up concerning resolution. They think 4K resolution and faster than you online. No, you're not, slower. Behave yourself. If your resolution goes up, guys, your data goes up. Processing, regardless of console or PC, your processing unit's power goes down as the data goes up that goes through it. And what that means is the more it has to process, when we say processor, we're talking about a GPU processor, of course, because the processor has in typical gaming PCs, has a limited use. You know, there's a certain use it has to a certain level, and then it's mainly the GPU that gives you the power. So basically, your processor goes down, so the higher your resolution goes up. If you've got somebody playing on a 720p game on a console, and you've got somebody setting the settings on 1080p, you have the console players thinking that the 1080p has some kind of advantage online. You don't. If you have your settings set to 1080p and the guy across the way has his settings set to 20p on his system, he should have the advantage, because the processor can work a lot faster and build the quality a lot faster, whereas your computer will be just overheating. So yeah, basically, you know, the more data you've got, the harder it should make it for you. Yes, you'll have nice visuals and crispy, shiny little orb type lights coming off and effects slightly better, but yeah, so that's why we decided to return the 4K to the console, guys, without even opening it. And one of you lucky guys might be getting it. You're probably smiling, going, I pre-ordered it, I got it, I was getting it, now I'm getting Scorpio. I don't know, it didn't, it was just the visuals. You weren't getting much more difference from buggy hardware. That's the first release. But what do you think, guys? What have you done? Have any of you actually ordered it? Has anyone got it? Is anyone playing on it at the moment? Because it's not a new generation, is it? It's the most powerful console at the moment. Bruce, you go away, you smackhead. It's not the most powerful console at the moment. It is in this generation, but it's not the new generation, is it? So PlayStation are no doubt going to stick on 2 turbines to their next system and get it running at 22,000 RPM. But yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed the the overview, the slight review, the negativity on the Xbox One X. But it's not negativity. It's just, we just weren't feeling it in the end, guys. And the main thing was the power usage for the graphic upgrade that wasn't going to be that much noticeable. And what was going to be noticeable is more usage on the power, more heat, and just basically less people on the system. So we think we'll stick around on the PS4 for a while, guys, and hopefully we'll see you on there. So till next time, this is True Star signing out. So yeah, what they worth? 4, 5. You'd be talking about what, £200 profit now on eBay. So we should have probably just took that, shouldn't we? But yeah, we'll get right into why we've done it. And there's a special mode, isn't there? A featured mode. Let's get onto the featured mode, guys. Is it? Not that, is it? 1 minute, guys, bear with us, and we'll just get right into Project Scorpio and explain everything we know and why we weren't happy with it. How do you get jobs? Play job. That's not even going to work, is it? Bunker series? I would guess we are the only people who returned Project Scorpio. Xbox will probably know our name by now. I'd say we're the only people, and some other person out there who's ordered it has probably been very, very lucky because of us. Do you think it's daft to return it? But we're going to explain why, guys. We're going to go into a review of it and explain why we returned it. It was unopened because we'd had access to one before. But yeah, we sent the delivery driver packing when he knocked on the door, which we're sure somebody ended up very lucky, or will do tomorrow. Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm going to talk about the Xbox One X Project Scorpio. And why I cancelled mine and sent it back. How many people today, guys, or yesterday, because ours was actually supposed to come yesterday, my friends did. How many people sent Project Scorpio back to Xbox, do you think? And we're sure Xbox will know about it. And it's not a demonstration or anything, it's down to what we've seen and what has came about from Project Scorpio. So someone's lucky, guys. If you weren't getting Project Scorpio and you get one tomorrow, please make sure you let us know. Or if you know someone who wasn't getting Project Scorpio, they were on a standard Xbox list and they just happened to get Project Scorpio, let us know. Because have we done a dumb thing? Because even if we didn't want it, would it be worth loads of money? You'd probably stick it on eBay for what? I don't know, what they worth. Go away, Ron. We're talking, you lunatic. There's too many crap about aliens going on in this world as it is. So, I don't know. Okay, guys. So yeah, Project Scorpio. Why did we return it? What's good about it? What's bad about it? Okay, so 4K gaming. Good? Yeah? Do you think so? How much have you done it? How many of you? How much have you done it? How many of you have actually done 4K gaming? Because I'll tell you how good it is, guys. It's not really that good. If you're a PC gamer, or have been, then 4K gaming, you will bolt off like lightning as the nuts in the world, and it's not. That's just most PC gamers. They bolt off everything as the nuts in the world. And before you go ham here, guys, we have been a PC gamer. So anybody that's been a hardcore PC gamer, you